It's a gentle cowbell. Good morning, good afternoon. Hello. Hi, friends. Yes, wave frantically at your screen. I do that too. Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Caitlin. I love people who are enthusiastic, so you will never get me to say anything other than yippee to your enthusiasm. I enjoy that so much, and even now what the world needs is lit up people, you know? So thank you for waving. Hello, hello, hello. We need more cowbell. Yeah. I'll come back here though, in case it's loud. Hi, hi. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Magic. It's me, Robin, your hostess with a lot of the mostest, just like you. We got our sparkles going on, do we not? And hello to each other and the posse. So good to see you guys here. It's so good to see you greeting each other. And I don't say it enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, and thanks for the friends you've been bringing with you. I love that. We are birds of a feather, and it is a beautiful thing when we can flock together. Correct? Yes. So welcome, welcome, and hello on the replay. It's always now where you are, so please know it's happening now, and you're here now too. Hi. So there you go. See, look at that. I love it. Did you bring a cup of yum yum with you today? I found this used to be my favorite mug. It feels like a lucky day because I found it in the way back, of the cupboard. We actually have a really tiny house and a tiny kitchen and a tiny amount of things, but when you find something you lost in the way back, it feels like a treasure. So I love it. I think there's still dirt under my nails. Pardonnez-moi. So I'm raising my cup to you. I hope you have something yummy to drink and a little coffee, a little half Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Somebody got a donut fix yesterday, not from Dunkin' Donuts, just the coffee there. Connoisseur, right? Good bakery in town, so we went. That was fun. Cheers. I digress. I hope you have something yummy too. Cheers. Hello, friends joining. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. It's lovely to see you. Miss Lexi, Miss Lexi. Yes. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Allie. Hi, Bex. Hi, Shelly. Did I say hello? My friends, how is the weather in your heart today? I hope that you are wonderfully well. I hope that you are being kind and gentle with yourself this morning, this afternoon, this evening. You are remembering your preciousness, like how freaking amazing you are and how much you matter. And for those of you in the, hi Amanda, for those of you in the Love Posse who get Happy Mail today, it came out this morning and I really appreciated the message myself. Don't forget to ask for a miracle. Don't rely all on your own puny, old, little, tiny self. As amazing as you are, nobody's going to argue that. Don't forget who's riding with you, who you could be asking for love and support. So, yeah. So, did you get up this morning and hug yourself or do your version of loving on yourself? I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. And did you pick a word of the day today? I'd love to hear what your word is. Has that been helping you? Has that been supporting you? Has that been making a difference for you? It's so important. Thank you. I'm glad. I love that. Is this a tender time? It feels like a tender time. Going off of maybe 10 comments or 10 emails or whatever this morning, it feels sometimes like the pulse is, it's been a tender time. So I hope that you are remembering to practice, and if you're not getting sick of me, all these different things I'm sharing are really meant to be supportive now. That's so great. I think we'll do another one today. It's so important, you know. I'm so, thank you, Carol. I'm glad to know the healing was great yesterday. So if you're listening on the replay, you can go back to May 5th. Ancestors and Diamonds, baby. You're sticking with Sunward. That's beautiful. Braveheart. Yeah. Oh, I love that. That is so, that seems like a character, a bunny rabbit character. You survived your first Zoom meeting? Of course. You know what? Of course you did. Alignment. Yes. Congruent. Ooh, baby, baby. Baby, baby. I love that word. Asking for my word daily. A new connection to higher self. Yay. Yes to the morning. Self-love. Good, good. Bex, I love it. Word of the day is relax. Favorite. Your word is love train. That's beautiful, Josie. That's so beautiful. Yeah, see? Guided. Goddess. There you go. Shell. That's beautiful. Magic. Caitlin, you can do magic. Allie, free. Free. You can be free. That's beautiful. I love it. So, yeah, I got up this morning and hugged myself. I did a little practice. You know, little Robin, it's possible she's been feeling a little tenderly, you know, so just hugging her, hanging on to her. And the word of the day is mother. Again, mother, to mother me. This is to mother you. So loosen, Amy, that's beautiful. Oh, yeah, I like it. I like it. 4D, yeah, baby. 4D, I love it. I'm on the 5G network right now myself. It's so fun. 4D, yeah, baby. And Carrie, your word of the day is light. The reminder of who I am. Who you truly, truly are. Who you really, really, really are. So beautiful. I'm hearing a funny noise in the kitchen. Would that be number one husband? I don't.
Got the bird seed off the porch before the squirrels got it.
We have a little squirrel issue. This true story. Tanya, on my birthday, Tanya made me the most amazing cookies I never got to eat. They were beautiful. They were, I don't know how many times wrapped, boxed, sealed, and the squirrels ate through the boxes. All the boxes, the wrapping, removed the cookies, every single one. And the funny thing was, I was here in a healing session. This is the healing room. I hope I don't have to say formerly known as the healing room, but I was looking out at the forsythia hedge out here, and there was this darn squirrel eating a huge cookie. You remember that, Amy? And I was laughing so hard, like somebody threw out their cookies, you know, or you know how you'll see them carrying a bagel across the yard sometimes, like somebody tossed out the stale stuff. No, those were my birthday cookies from Tanya. So what was left was one chocolate chip and a few crumbs. I think they were ginger chocolate chip. So now, if we're not careful, when the bird seed and stuff is delivered, yesterday or the day before, they ate through both sides of the box, and they were inside the box. They ate, that's heavy, heavy plastic, man. So don't mess with these squirrels. You need to stay on their good side, for reals. So it's kind of funny. Yeah. I have really digressed. So I could hear something back there, and I thought, ruh-roh, I hope it's not anything too crazy. They eat your lilies. My goodness. Yeah. Well, squirrels gotta eat. And, you know, circle of life and all that. So friends, if you haven't shared your word of the day, please do. And it's a beautiful message today that came through. sitting with the love, sitting with the guidance. We are going higher, higher and higher, remembering who we truly are, ascending. I've had that word a few. The squirrels are all of us right now. Exactly. Yeah. It's so true. Yeah. So just feeling into this energy of we are all ascending, and what makes us go higher is to release what we've been hanging on to. And I feel a little harpy, because I keep talking about this message, but I'm a faithful servant of the light, of the Lord, of the J-Man. Sometimes we talk about Jesus here. I'm a faithful servant, so that's what keeps coming through. I'm going to keep talking about it. And trust that somebody needed to hear it today, and they'll remember and practice with me, So as we're rising, as we're expanding, as we're remembering into our heart space, into our who we truly are, expanding into the light of who we truly are, we have to lose some weight in that way, energetically speaking, or some clutter. I talked about that on the podcast, Monday's episode 87. We have to release some of the clutter that's been occupying energetic space or mental space or emotional space if we really want to be in that place of, where you want to be, what you want. You want to be a match to that. So all of us have this tendency to tell an old story or repeat something. It's not even that we're telling it. We're working on this so hard. We are working on it. So please convert what I'm saying to the way that feels right for you. Thank you, Melanie. I do appreciate the handhold on that. I do, because sometimes I can worry that I'm not being exciting and cheerful enough here. Yeah, but it is how it is. So thank you. There is big stuff falling away. It's huge stuff falling away. Huge. I, in the middle of the night, received some kind of a healing that was, I felt like I was there for hours. I woke up and I had that feeling like, I need to write this down. And I just heard that voice say, no, this was about receiving. I wish I could show you a bird right here. Let's see. Do you see my yellow finch? Yeah, she just landed right there as I said that. So it is humongo. It is humongo. And so the dream, I woke up and just felt so altered, so healed, so loved, was taken in this horizontal space, and just many, many, many hands healing. And it was so beautiful, releasing and letting go and just being held. So we're all getting these opportunities while we sleep. You don't have to be eligible. You just are. There's nothing you need to do or even ask for. Good morning, Penny. So we can receive, and we're being assisted. So as we release these old pieces, as we release these old energies, and we don't even always know what they are, do we? We just know a hunk is falling off. You can feel lighter and not really need to know why. So it's super good. So the message today was, Robin, you don't need to write the whole thing down. It was just for you to receive and just go on your merry way. What are we wanting for ourselves, and what are we wanting to let go of? Those things sometimes, are you ever on your knees, metaphorically speaking even? Please help me stop thinking about this. Please help me get rid of this. Please make this stop. Please tell me what to do. Please help me know what to say. Please, and I'm giving examples. So I'm not saying that I'm struggling or needing, advice on that. I just want to be, I'm noticing, I want to just be more clear. Like, I'm offering these examples up for us to consider. How do we do it for us? You know, how are we in our private spaces carrying stuff, abundance stories, relationship issues, whatever it is, you know, success stories, whatever it is. So consider it for you. And it's really a beautiful thing to realize I can just let it go. I can just pick it up. I don't know what this is, but little object on my altar here. Pick this up. I don't need to know what this is. I don't need to analyze it. I don't need to art journal about it. I don't even need to do morning pages about it. I'm just going to offer it to the universe. Let them bless it. Give it the blessing. Give it the blessing. Give it the heave ho. You know, these pieces fall off and we're free. We're lighter. We're easier. We're groovier. And do your best to not say, what the hell happened? What happened? I used to be so depressed. Now I'm not. What happened? Don't go looking for it anymore. Don't search for it. You know, like that Prince song I love, punch a higher floor, baby. You don't wonder what's on the second floor anymore. You're in the penthouse or even higher. We're on the sun deck, you know? So it's such a beautiful reminder. Yeah. I think the analysis is so interesting because we're trained to analyze, we're trained to study, we're trained to figure it out. That's just one of the amazing byproducts of all our beautiful education growing up, you know, wondering, how did we arrive at that solution? How did we get there, you know? So it's just normal. But this is really a process of self-forgiveness I'm talking about. You can do this with, if you're hard on yourself, if you're feeling an intensity and then you say to yourself, yes, would you message that to me, Janet? Message me that same, just copy and paste if you can. I would love to do that. And I've been thinking about some other things we could be doing together, but message that to me, okay? Self-forgiveness, that's where I was. We have to release. We have to, oh good, we have to let go. We're so hard on ourselves sometimes, and I know I am too. There's something, thank you, there's something really, really big happening for you right now besides this pandemic experience, the love apocalypse, and it's your evolution as a spirit being into the flesh, as God in a body. It's your evolution that is happening. That's the big thing happening, and you have to stay practiced there. So even forgiving, it's a pandemic and I'm thinking about myself right now, or you know what I'm saying? So you got to do it. It's really up right now. We've been, what I keep being shown, and we talked about this a little last week, is like we've been a little focused on things that aren't as important as others. And part of it is just guilt or stress. Again, translate into your own lingo and your own examples. Worried about how we said something, that we didn't respond enough, we didn't comment enough, we didn't, you know how it is. I have a friend now who's going through some really big stuff, and I just feel like sometimes I can't keep up with how much need there is on her end, and it's sometimes intense, you know. Do you have friends like that who are always like, gimme, more, it's never enough, you didn't do enough, it's not enough, it's more, and that can feed into some child issues for me, man. So it can be really intense, for me. So keep this in mind. If you're liking this message, the podcast this week, I listened to it again this morning. That sounds a little strange, but I appreciate the light that comes through. And for me too, it's really helpful. And it reminds me to stay on point. But the pieces about clutter in the mind, clutter in the heart, and trusting that what's meant for us is always meant for us. You have a dream, you have a vision, you have a very, I'm seeing your names here, and you guys, you have such an important mission here. You do. You're all light sparkling. And, it's not that you need to take to a pulpit in your lifetime, but you need to be shining and reminding. And that means you can't be going down the tubes in that way that other people can do, because that's not where they're at. That's not their practice. Thank you. I'm so glad to know that, Melanie. I appreciate that. Yeah. But there is no right way of healing with cancer. Carrie, this might be the first time you said cancer on our call, so I'm just going to say, that's what Carrie is sitting with now, working with healing. And we have big ticket items going on, all of us. And how can we keep perspective that even this is not going to take us down, all the way down. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you share. And, we're all making our way, and we're stronger together. Let's remember that. Yeah. And Carrie knows this, so this won't be like a big shocker. But, as terrifying as it is, we're all making our way. And for each of us, we have something that is in our minds and hearts just as huge. So this is a key thing for us all to be practicing, even as we hear that, holding fierce love for her and ourselves at the same time. Stay in the center of your own heart. It can be intense. Wow, these two birds just flew by right there for you, babe. Whew. And guess what color they were? Any guesses? Yellow. That's a Carrie color right there. So it's so cool. We have to keep it in perspective. We have to keep remembering to put our dart in our own heart. We can feel guilty, now we can feel guilty about not doing enough for other people, right? So now this energy is here, and that is sometimes a really important practice to remember. If I am giving out of guilt, if I'm giving out of fear, if I'm giving out of worry, am I really giving? I don't know. It's a question to be sitting with, right? Intense. So even like when number one, he's a bit further along now, but I remember that as well. Like, no, we can't go down the tubes with this. Why? There's so much life here. There's so much love here, and every single day is precious. How am I spending my time? Right? Yeah. So, self-forgiveness, and clearing the clutter, clearing our clutter. I have clutter, you have clutter, and it's funny sometimes. I wish I had had this a little earlier in my healing practice. Sometimes people will talk to me about physical clutter in their home, but really what we want to be working on is mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic, physical clutter. That matters so much more. So let's be thinking about that today. How are we on time? Holy carp. Well, I'm going to trust. I'll keep going, and if you have to go, you will go. How do we clear the emotional clutter? Yeah, so it is this process of recognizing I can't take it with me. I can't take it with me. If you think of it like, I mean, this is an example, but if we're on the second floor in our apartment or the second floor of our house or the basement of our house and it's full of crap, and then we come upstairs, none of that crap came with us. It's all still down there, but we didn't bring it upstairs with us. So it's sort of that practice of, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Maybe it's that, Lexi, do you remember the sports announcer? You know, announcing the plays, and she is leaving this clutter behind her. She's letting it go. It is no longer a match to her reality. It is no longer a match to the, got the finger out today. Got the finger out today. You know, I mean business when that happens. So, you know, I can't take it with me. So I think about that too. Like, sometimes you just feel like I haven't done enough. People will say to me, I don't know how you do what you do. Because like, yeah, in any week there could be so many people going through all these pieces. That's right. I mean business when the finger comes out. This is like when I get really angry, I start pointing. But I'm also very serious holding the finger up. Yes, what Beck said. Exactly. So people are like, I can't do what you do. It would make me crazy. All these people who are going through things. How do you sleep at night? How do you, you have to practice, you know? And you have to know that the love you're giving is sincere and that it's enough. And also that people need to do for themselves, and you're here to remind them to do for themselves, you know? I give you the finger right here. Sometimes I say, hey, with it, because I like the sound of that. You know, you have to know it's enough. And the urge to fix people, this is great, Bex. I'm not talking about you, though, okay? I'm talking about me. The urge to fix people comes from guilt. And that guilt lives where? In me. I haven't done enough, you know? I think about Carrie and I feel bad and I worry and then I feel guilty. You know, I don't though, Carrie. I'm just giving that example. Or I worry about Jeff. You know, I would go with him down to the hospital. Or, you know, there could be like 7 people going through something very similar in a week and everybody's needing help. And what do? You are not the superhero of anyone's life. You're here doing your due. You're doing your journey, and you're helping people remember that they can do the same. And occasionally the love bumps come off of, you know, and share, and we inspire each other. Hopefully that's what's going on. And you need people around you who are willing to let go of their stories. You know, which is intense sometimes because not everybody wants to let go. They enjoy telling their story. They're getting something out of that. And even that, I do my best. I do. I give myself a B minus, but that is my best right now to not judge that, to not be irritated by it. Okay, C plus. Okay, C minus. But, you know, it's like, I can get a little crazy about that because this is what we're going to orient our time around. Poor you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to somebody over here, an imaginary person. Poor you. This is what we're going to do with all our free time? Instead of getting on with life and enjoying and being alive and serving and shining and sparkling and doing all the stuff we always say we want to do, we're going to sit in a corner in a lump and feel sorry for ourselves? No. Oh no. Oh no. You know, so I love that you guys are all people we can talk about this. We can admit it, because who doesn't fall into their place sometimes? Me too. I better raise both hands on that and probably give myself an A plus for admitting that. But yeah, so yeah, I remember that, Ellen. going over and over it, but that was cool because you would come in and say, it's so hard, it's so difficult, it's a hard market. And it was almost like we're building that prayer into it. Please give me a job in this very hard market where nobody's going to want to hire me and everything's difficult. It's just, yeah, it's just so, Melanie, you just took my breath away here. Can't give anyone else the kingdom. You witness them being wealthy from it. Wow, you read that this morning? Yeah, in our book. Was that in our Paul Selig book? Yeah. Good. I can't take it with me. Yeah. It's so helpful. It's so helpful. And, for some of us, that is the healing. Just saying no. No, no. You know how we don't have to do anything. You're right, Alma. Speaking the truth there. We used to just hang up on telemarketers. Take me off your list. Get me off the list. Now we don't even answer, or we block it. We block the number, whatever we do. Why not try some of it on these other issues? Wouldn't that be amazing? Yeah. Yep, see them in their inheritance. It's such a beautiful teaching, man. The Paul Selig books, so beautiful. So, all right. Shall we do a little healing today? I could go on and on and on. I could talk forever. So, here comes my answer. Let's get on with the healing, lady. That's so funny. So today, here's what I would. Beautiful. Isn't that amazing, Ellen? It's like, it's good. And you somehow know how to gravitate to people who see the good in you, and that's a key skill. Really. If you're not interested in the healing, just swipe this way once. Hi friends, just hopping on. Just want to say good morning or good afternoon. Just do that one time. I did it 3 or 4, and then you're all good. I'm just going to begin a general field clearing. Your whole energy field, your auric field, your magnetic bubble that attracts things. And you ever get a sock stuck to the butt of your pants? You can attract things that get stuck, or the lint. I don't use those dryer sheets, but when I did, they were always sticking to everything. Yeah. Bye, Caitlin. Lots of love to you. Beautiful. So we'll just clear some general things, and you might hold that vision with me about static and lint, old socks stuck to your butt, pills on the sweater, and just picture every sweep another piece is going. And we add in the story. Any story you want to go, let's add that in too. Self-forgiveness. I'm just looking down at the notes. I want to be a good student for my angels here. I don't want to not tell you everything. So I'm going to say a few more things. A little time today for some shh is really important. That's how we start to create some space. I know it's stressful for some of us to practice meditating. Others, it's easy peasy. So you know where you fall into that. But I like to just rest when I feel tired. So sometimes I notice I'm pushing myself to get one more thing done, answer one more email, plant one more thing in the garden, one more, and you always have to pee at the same time too, which is just like, come on now, Robin, go do something. So, that's the moment. Take your shh right after you use the restroom, maybe, but take your space then and just give yourself 2 or 3 minutes. It doesn't have to be 800 hours of meditating. Yeah. Yeah. One of the most beautiful things I am learning in my own journey is that the heaviness just wants a witness. I don't know if this will speak to any of you, will be helpful today, but sometimes people will tell a story so many times that I finally get it, that the heaviness needs a witness. So be a witness in the way that it's not yours, you're just observing. Like right now, I'm observing. There's a car going by. There's a bird on the vine. There's a squirrel in the tree. I'm just observing. I'm not taking it in. I'm not making it my job. And like Melanie said a little while ago, I see you in your inheritance. I see you. I know who you are. You're a spark of the divine. You're God in a body. I see you. You can think that silently to yourself. And for any of us who get trapped in these relationships where it's like you're the superhero and you have to always have the answer or the advice or the comment or the feedback, just don't. Today, try it for today. Just don't and see what happens. Just don't. Because I have to take responsibility for my end of that. It's not just them. It's us together, man. So just don't. And you are the witness. And that's really what Spirit is doing for us, isn't it? It's just like, I love you. Yeah. It's not your job. Oh, I'm so glad. I should start paying attention to where this is resonating and do a podcast on that. It's intense, but it's not your problem and it's not your job, but we don't want to be defended. Hi, Brandon, brother B. We don't want to be defended, because then when we're defended, we're pissy in our body. We're pissy in a body, and that's not a good look on anybody. Or guilty in a body like that. That's not a good look. So for those of you who just hopped on, I'm doing an energy clearing. And if that's not for you, you can just do this once and you'll be all set. Yeah, this is really going fast. You guys are ascending beautifully. You'll need to remember your water today, your yummy treats, and rest. I know that sounded really bossy. There is so much held in the body. I even think about things like, accidents we've had when we were little, falls we've had, stories we've had. We carry history in the body that isn't always so helpful either. So let everything that wants to go now. I'll offer this prayer, may we release now anything we're carrying, the old stories, the fear. Okay, good. May we release it now. May you be released. If I could be so bold, may you be released from your guilt, from your fear, from your worry, from your straining, from your inner perfectionista or perfectionister. I think Jeffy is still here. Got a few guys on the call. I try my best. Yeah, it is like a shedding, sloughing off. And doesn't it feel good to be here? We don't have to carry it. You don't have to carry it. I have two notes here. I have no idea what they mean, but it says, know it like a 3-year-old. And the other one says, your peeps will understand. So I'm just gonna, I want a good report card from Spirit today. And you. I always love knowing we're rocking it together. Know it like a 3-year-old. Thank you. 3-year-olds are so freaking honest. They call what's what very quickly. And also, when they're upset, I cut some of this out of the podcast this week because it was going on a little long. But a 3-year-old, there is no one who can quite do a temper tantrum the way a 3-year-old can. They're articulate, they're emotional, they scream, they flip-flop like a live fish that is too big for your arms. It is amazing. So just know it like a 3-year-old today. Whatever you're needing, whatever you call it like it is, use the finger, use the finger on each other and call it like it is. Yeah, and then, hello, because you've got one live, right? And then they're over it. Done. They immediately let go. And but Allie, right? Who's still carrying it? As I'm telling you that, I'm remembering like number one kiddo who's turning 30. 30. I remember her at 3. Oh yeah. Still remembering. So that's what's going right now. Yeah. But we can let it go too. Oh wow. The channel changed. The channel changed. Every now and then, Jeff and I will get into an argument. It's always me that starts it, I'm pretty sure. It's not a put down or anything. It's just more my nature. I'm kind of quick to get in there with the rah. And suddenly he'll have a reaction. That's what wakes me up. And I'll just get out of it. I'll just change the channel. Papa. Sometimes I'll be funny. I'll make a joke. Sometimes I'll take my phone and go, let's take a selfie. Just for a joke. Because I just want to move out. And I'm blessed that he can ride with me too. We'll move out of it pretty quickly. We start laughing. Sometimes he'll start a joke and then I'll be like, don't make a joke. Don't make the joke. But it's hilarious. So I have to turn away. I can't look at him because he'll make me start laughing. So yeah, we know how to do some of this already. Aren't we the best? Don't you just love yourself right now? I do. I love you. I really, really do. So that feels pretty complete. If you can today, let's take this outside. Yeah, I'm going to take it outside. That's so funny. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say goodbye now and share a few things and then keep doing a little more just so I know the feed is all caught up before I hang up. That was such an important teaching. I didn't know that was happening. When I hit end here, it cuts off. But if we're a minute behind, you didn't hear me say goodbye. So just a blessing for you today. May you be at peace. This is from St. Teresa of Avila, by the way. May you be at peace. May you bring peace with you wherever you go. May you be healed and a source of healing for others. And may you know that you dwell in the breath of God always, 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 always. Nothing you could ever do to be exempt from the light and the love and the joy. Thank you too. So these replays are up on YouTube, 2 o'clock every day. Bye-bye, honey pie. Thank you, my friends. And if you feel called to support this love, there are links in my profile to do that. Share this on with a friend. Make a donation if you feel called. You don't have to. I got some bath salts in the mail yesterday. That is and a candle. So meaningful to me, I appreciate it. Loving notes, I appreciate those too. Wow, so helpful. Gentle encouragement. Say a prayer for me once in a while. I love all of that, so that's support too. And there are some good courses that I have on offer. I thank you too. I hope you have a gorgeous day. Remember the shh. Okay?